Do you have pineapple squash growing in your garden and you're not sure what to do with them? Then you come to the right place. So for me, this particular recipe, I am using lentils. You can use ground beef or chicken or anything along that way. I just wanted to make it budget friendly. We have a bunch of lentils we need to use up. And then I have some rice. It's like a mix of brown rice and wild rice that I need to use up from the pantry, so I'll be using that. I have some garden tomatoes that need to be used, and I have a half of an onion here. So we're trying to just kind of clean out the pantry a little bit too. A clove of garlic. I have some cheese. This is cheddar. Use whatever cheese you want, or don't use cheese at all. It's up to you. I have some basil, oregano, and salt and pepper. I can't make anything too spicy because my son does not like spicy. So if I do want to spice it up, I'll just add some pepper flakes on it afterwards. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get this rice cooked up because the wild rice does take a really long time to cook. So we are a family of 3, so I'll be cooking 3 of these. So I'm going to do about like a half a cup of rice. So I have the rice going right now. So about halfway through is when I'll add the lentils so they don't overcook. And right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hollow out these. And what I'm going to do when I hollow them out, I'm going to take the part I hollow out and I'm going to put to the side, and I'm actually going to use in a recipe tomorrow, like a saute or maybe a sheet pan meal. I'm not sure yet. So reuse. And while we're waiting for that oven to heat up, I'm just going to dice all this stuff up just to get a little head start on it. I don't know if I'm going to use all of the tomatoes. I kind of want to make a sauce, but I figure I'm just going to throw them in there like that. So now that I have these all done, I'm going to transfer over to a baking sheet with parchment paper, or I have one of these silicone mats, which I absolutely love. By the way, if you cook a lot, just saves money on parchment paper. I know it's like $3 for a roll, but $3 is $3. And you're going to take your oil of choice or butter. You're just going to drizzle. And then you're going to rub that on there. Just kind of coat it. Yes, I did wash my hands, and you can use a brush if you'd like. So you just want to coat this well so it cooks. So we're just going to wait for that preheated oven to heat up to 350. So the oven is heated. I am going to throw these in here to cook. Rice is still boiling, and so I'm going to cook those for 20 minutes, and then just keep an eye on my rice and when to add my lentils. So like about halfway cooked, because you don't want to overcook the lentils, they get too soggy. So I'll see you when it's done. All right, our rice and lentils are done. Our pineapple squash is out of the oven. We're going to go ahead and season this and get this ready. So I'm going to add some oregano, about a tablespoon, maybe a little more. Some basil, same, about a tablespoon. Pepper. Salt to taste. I do about a teaspoon. And I am using the Redmond's Real Salt, one of my favorite. And then we are going to add the onions, tomatoes, and the diced garlic. And then we're gonna add a little bit of the cheese. I actually found some mozzarella in the back of the fridge, so I was kind of excited for that. I think that would go really great with this meal. We're just gonna simmer on low, give it a quick little stir. You could totally saute these vegetables if you wanted to. I'm just trying to do a one-pot meal this evening, just to let the flavors mix in a little bit for just a few minutes. So we'll let that sit. Let the cheese melt a little bit. And then once that's done, we're gonna scoop these over into the bowls over here. So I do usually leave a little bit for on the side too, but it's just kind of nice to have a stuffed bowl. It looks like we have a lot for leftovers too. So this really makes a lot of food for not a lot of money. It is fresh out of the oven. So let's get this plated up. So I hope you loved this video and got some good ideas on what to do with that funky squash going in your garden, or if you were deciding on growing it and what to do with it. If you like all things frugal and budget meal cooking, or cooking from the garden, or gardening in general, please subscribe to my channel because those are the 3 things I love talking about. Thank you so much for stopping by.